All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 16, Mr. Messeri.
Mr. Moderator, I move to postpone consideration of Article 16 until Article 15 has been disposed of.
Mr. Mastacusa for the Finance Committee.
Mr. Moderator, the Finance Committee also recommends postponing this article.
Mr. Messeri.
Again, as an explanation, this article has budgetary implications, and we prefer to vote on it at April 30th meeting, and the Board of Selectmen recommends.
We have a motion to postpone this article until after Article 15. Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 17, Mr. Dardino.
Mr. Moderator, I move to rescind bond authorizations as specified in Article 17 as printed in the warrant.
We have a motion. Does the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Mastacusa.
Mr. Moderator, the Finance Committee unanimously recommends this article. This is no savings here. This is just a bookkeeping measure, rescinding authorizations that were not utilized.
Does the Board of Selectmen wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Dardino.
The Board of Selectmen recommends.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 18, Mr. Harris.
Mr. Moderator, I move to approve the sum of $384,920 for the funding of non-point source pollution improvements at Martins Pond, of which $218,600 shall be appropriated and reimbursed by a state grant, $100,000 transferred from free cash, and $66,320 dedicated from in-kind services by the Department of Public Works.
We have the motion that the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation. Mr. Mastacusa.
Mr. Moderator, the Finance Committee unanimously recommends this article.
The Board of Selectmen have a recommendation. Mr. Harris.
Mr. Moderator, the Board of Selectmen also unanimously recommends this article.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 19, Mr. Vino.
Mr. Moderator, I move to transfer the sum of $66,430.20 from overlay surplus, $41,516.15 from free cash, and $12,053.65 from property valuation stabilization fund, for a total of $120,000 to fund a complete reevaluation of all property.
We have the motion. Does the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Mastacusa.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. The Finance Committee unanimously recommends this article.
For the Board of Selectmen, Mr. Vino.
The Board of Selectmen recommends.
This is transferring from a stabilization fund, so it requires a 2/3 vote. Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous? Article 20, Mr. Vino.
Mr. Moderator, I move to transfer $16,749.98 from the FY 2005 overlay surplus into the FY 2006 abatement account.
We have the motion. Does the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Westphal.
Yes, Mr. Moderator, the Finance Committee recommends.
For the Board of Selectmen, Mr. Vino.
The Board of Selectmen recommend.
Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 21. Mrs. Romeo.
Mr. Moderator, I move to amend Code Section 200-101.D6 of the zoning bylaws as printed in the warrant. This particular amendment would close a loophole that we have in the bylaw. It's self-explanatory in the warrant. It says no new lot may be created that would render the parent parcel of land non-conforming. So that if you were to move a historic structure to a piece of property that had some land beyond what is required for a lot in that particular zoned area, you cannot make the parent parcel non-conforming. You can also not make the parent parcel non-conforming to build other properties on that general piece of property, and so you can affect the area or the frontage. This would close the loophole in that law.
We have the motion. Does the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Massachusetts.
Yes, Mr. Moderator, the Finance Committee unanimously recommends.
The Board of Selectmen, Mr. Messeri.
Mr. Moderator, the Board of Selectmen unanimously recommend.
For the Community Planning Commission.
Unanimously recommend.
Again, the CPC was unanimous on recommending this as well. This requires a 2/3 vote. Further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Unanimous. Article 22. Mr. Pierce.
Moderator, I move to amend the code and add the zoning bylaw Article 21, Affordable Housing Overlay District. I move to amend the zoning bylaws by adding a new Article 21, Affordable Housing Overlay District, and authorizing related amendments as specified in Article 22 as printed in the warrant. And further, that non-substantive changes to the numbering of this bylaw be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the Code of North Reading.
We have the motion. Does the Finance Committee wish to make a recommendation? Mr. Pierce, you want to speak to the article first?
Okay, I'm just getting a description of this. The proposed bylaw will help to fill in the gap of affordable housing that will be created when the town's affordable housing statistics are updated after the 2010 census. This bylaw will allow the town to fill that estimated gap by allowing the town to place affordable housing on parcels of town-owned land, subject to numerous dimensional design requirements, and a subsequent vote of the town meeting to allow the town to dispose of the land and surplus property. This basically applies, this is an overlay district that goes over the entire town, but it applies primarily to existing town-owned parcels. And this is an attempt to give us a little bit of help, because in 2010, when the new census comes out, the relief that we got by the Berry property solving our 40B problems, our affordable housing problems, will disappear. We'll be back on the negative side of it. So it's important that we have some kind of a mechanism to try to control what happens, to try to fill that gap without it impacting some of our existing residential communities. So, because this also helped with rejecting perhaps an unwanted 40B by proving to the state that we are actually committed to affordable housing by the fact that we've created this overlay district and that we're willing to give up town land to fill that housing need. It also provides some opportunities for us when 61A or 61B properties come before the town with an option for us to purchase them. We can look at them as a possibility of using them to help fulfill some of our 40B or affordable housing opportunities or situations. And that way the town stays, to some extent, in control of that kind of growth, of that affordable housing growth.
On the Finance Committee, Mr. Mathews.
The Finance Committee unanimously recommends this article.
The Board of Selectmen wish to make a recommendation. Mr. Messeri.
The Board of Selectmen unanimously recommend.
The CPC, Mr. Pierce.
Yes, the CPC unanimously recommends this article.
Capizzuto.
Yes, Loretta Capizzuto, 12 Green Drive. Just a question on Chapter 40B and various properties. How long are we, how do I say this, are we committed to a time frame with Chapter 40B in terms of the development of the town? We have met certain requirement for affordable housing with various properties. How long into the future? A year, 2 years? I don't understand.
How long, is your question, how long will the very property tax?
Yes.
Basically, right now, it helps us meet the requirement, the 10% requirement that we have from the state. And that's based on an existing census. But in 2010, when the new census comes out, it's going to show that we have increased the number of housing units in the community and will now drop below that 10%. It won't be substantial, but it will be an amount that we'll need to deal with. So again, in order to give us the opportunity to address that ahead of time, this is planning. That's what we do. In order to help us address that ahead of time, we're creating this overlay district so we can perhaps get a jump on it, so we won't be impacting our residential communities.
Okay, so in 2010, we could be facing another question that we're not up to 40 now.
The numbers would be out of whack, but not by a lot, but by enough where perhaps contractors would be.
So we're saving until 2010.
Right?
We're saving until 2010.
Yes, ma'am. And one thing to realize about this particular last amendment is that every one of these parcels that is going to be used in this way needs to come before town meeting for a vote, so everybody will know about each one of them ahead of time.
Mr. Haley. Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Just to expand on that a little bit more, right now we're at 2% of the required 10%. And the Lincoln properties, because there are all rental units, the 406 units are all rental units, they count 100% towards the 10% requirement. So we have, as a result of that one project, we filled that requirement of 10%. So what Warren is saying in 2010, when their survey is done, the census is done, we may be a half of 1% or 1% under the 10, as opposed to being a gap of 8%. So by having this ordinance passed, we're able to establish and pick and choose then those projects that best fit the community without that pressure of a huge gap, and just have no way but to just accept them in whatever neighborhoods that they come in. Thank you.
Mr. O'Leary.
Just to further clarify, basically the census takes place in 2010, so the results won't come out until approximately 2012. So we're covered until 2012. What this is a preemptive strike on the town's part to do a little planning, which we've been woefully inadequate at doing over the last several years, which is why we were faced with so many 40B projects being thrust upon us into our neighborhoods. So this provides us an opportunity to use some town-owned land and to create these overlay districts so that we can actually take a measured approach.